What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're going to love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
Yo, what's poppin'? All my peeps. It is I, your host, the most Renaissance man who always thinks he can. Your captain of all things nonsensical and champion of the peeps, Patty Pitts, welcoming you back to my house for another edition of the house show presented to you by Underground Sports Philadelphia. I am alone in the house today. I know on social media it said we were supposed to have a guest today, but pop quiz happened. All right. So he's stuck in class while I'm here at the house, just chilling. Not just me, actually. I'm sorry, KB, for being so rude. I am with the one, the only, the founder of Underground Sports. KB, what's popping, dude? How we doing?
Hey, I hope Jimmy just is taking a quiz that's preparing him to be on Jeopardy.
I mean, I don't know if you knew this, Kyle. There is a thing called Wrestling Jeopardy.
I'm not shocked in the slightest.
Yeah. Kevin J. Callis. Look it up. But yeah.
I hope Jimmy's trying to get on Jeopardy. Go see our good pal Ken Jennings or something.
I know. Because, yeah. I hope you are. Because that's the only excuse.
But guess what? Jimmy will be back on at some point, I'm sure.
The invite is there. All right.
Not back on because he's never been on. Jimmy will be on at some point.
We're going to have him on. He's not the only one. We'll have other people on. We're in the 5th episode, Kyle. All right. Like, who cares? It's all right. You know what's important? I'm fucking here.
You
all right.
are.
That is what is important at the end of the day. There are voicemails that need to be listened to. That is what is important at the end of the day. So we're going to move forward with the show, with the voicemails. KB, I don't think, I'll say it for the end because the last time I tried to jump the gun on something like this, we were going to talk about it. So let's just go right to the voicemails. And actually, you know what? Pop up the banner. Let's get the banner for the peeps that are watching over on YouTube to leave a voicemail if you are a first-time listener. Be a first-time caller as well. And go to speakpipe.com/official house show to leave me a voicemail about anything wrestling. Anything. Do you want to know about my thoughts about Limitless last week? Do you want to know what I think about FTR being on my screen right now? What's going on? Ask it. Don't be afraid to ask it. Speakpipe.com/official house show. And yeah, do I need to do anything else before we hit in or?
Yeah, Pitts, because guess what? 5 episodes
What's that?
in. 5 episodes in. The show's got a nice little advertisement.
No way, I get an ad read. Let's go.
Nice little ad read. This is probably a big one too. This is one that we've talked about from the jump, and for them to get on board early on, I dropped the read in the private chat. But Pat Pitts, the house show, now partnered up with the WWE Shop.
Yes, we are partnered up with the WWE Shop. All you gotta do is use the code or link in the description.
The link will be in the description. It'll also be in our social media bios too.
Yes, the WWE Shop offers the very latest official merchandise from the World Wrestling Entertainment, including event merchandise and fan gear from the top superstars, or for the top superstars in sports entertainment. Kyle, I was repping my LWO shirt last night on No Nights Off. Go check out that as well. And I made it sleeveless because we're getting it's big boy fucking season. Swolgers. It's in the words of Ace Romero, it's big boy fucking season. And you're looking at these right here. All right. So yeah, I got the LWO shirt. I mean, the Yeet sweatshirt. It's getting cold. I didn't think I'd have to bring it out in August, but here we are. So that's what it's got everything. So
that Seth Rollins shirt I sent you the other day too. It's
Fuego.
Sweet.
Fucking Fuego Flames. So go use our link and get all of your merchandise from the WWE Shop, Fanatics powered. And yeah, let's get to some voicemails, dude.
Got some good calls.
Nice. Nice. I'm so excited.
4 calls this week. And
nice. Good.
In honor of Jimmy supposed to be on the show this week, we do have a Pat Pitts quiz that Pitsy had me conjure up. So Pitts doesn't know the questions. Maybe he doesn't know the answers. But that will be at the end of the show. So we'll have a little quiz action as well, in honor of Jimmy from the Q.
Yeah, pop quiz came up, but little did he know we had our own quiz for him. So whether or not he was taking a quiz today, whether he likes it or not.
That's very true. So Pitsy, who do you want me to queue up first? Four callers in the hopper. Some recurring callers, some first time callers. Your favorite caller. Also back this week.
No, he's here.
He called again.
You know what? I'm blaming Triple Mania for that one. All right. I'm blaming Triple Mania. I'm blaming Finn Balor and Demonito. I will never blame Mr. Iguana because Mr. Iguana is the vibe. So, all right, you know what? Fuck it. I want him first. So I want to hear it.
Here is the Felt Man, as you call him. Everyone's favorite caller, Delco Danny. Yo, Patty Pitts is fucking Delco Danny. Sorry I missed last week. I was busy doing some fucking cool shit. But, sometimes you just gotta sacrifice things. But I gotta ask you, you had a fucking puppet fight in the last wrestling matchup. I just want the people to know my culture is not their fucking costume. What the fuck was that shit? Why didn't Triple H run that shit by me? The fuck is going on there? Fucking everyone in fucking Delco was like, yo, Danny, why the fuck aren't you out there? I gotta talk to them fucking higher ups. But if anybody wants to introduce me to them fucking wrestling puppets, tell them I said, what the fuck is up? I'll hang up and listen, dickhead. What a call.
Danny.
What a call.
Fuck you, Danny. Fuck you. First off, Danny, to start off, it's Triple A is the promotion. Triple H ain't got nothing to do with it. All right. So lawyered. Second, no, the puppet thing was awesome. No, the whole exchange between Demonito and Mr. Iguana, I loved before it when they were having their spots exchanging, and they cut the camera to Finn, and then they cut it to whatever the action was next to him. But as they're cutting it, you can hear Conan in commentary say, "What's that in the bag?" Like that in me, that was perfect because you're like, "Yeah, what do you mean? What's in the bag?" And then he turns around, and then it's Demonito. It was awesome. It was great. I want to see Delco Danny versus Layeska. I think Layeska would kick Delco Danny's ass, and Demonito would chew him up and spit him out for breakfast. Demonito is one scary motherfucker. So, Danny, if you want to, I'll introduce you to some wrestling peeps. All right. I'm going to a show in Brockton September 5th. If you want to meet me there, you fucking go. All right. I don't know if there'll be any puppets though. But you'll definitely see some figures. We'll say, I don't know what the hell to call them.
Could you imagine Delco Danny just rolling up into a puppet wrestling match?
See, I can't. All right, I really because I'm just hearing your like the voice, his voice going down like, yeah, what's up,
my
and
voice.
Like, it's not yours. Sorry, a little bit of a grande Americano situation on my bad. All right, dude. If you heard Delco Danny's voice and like the puppet arms, like, oh, what's up, dickhead, just like hitting you as he's trying, like, I would be rafflecoptering on the floor so hard, so bad, dude. So
Dude,
I want to see like more puppets or more, like, I don't know if I want to see more puppets, but more shit like that where it's out of the box creative. Like, you don't, it's so much of wrestling now. It's so predictable. I mean, you and I just went through the tweet on Raw where it actually came to fruition, Kyle. I don't know if you saw it, but like
the
tweak a little
The
bit.
parlay script hit.
The parlay script may have like not hit a leg, but like a 10 out of 11 hit type of thing. Like it was it was crazy. So because of that, it's so predictable. Like I want to see different shit like this. And the beauty of Lucha Libre, at least, is that yeah, it's a fight. They're hitting each other hard, but it's also it's a performance. It's entertainment. You know, you can have a little bit of a laugh in there, comedic spot to, you know, ease the tension, whatnot, to train. Like that's the beauty of the sport. So having more stuff like that, I don't want to see Demonito every week on my screen, but okay, what is it? It's August now. Maybe the Rumble season, maybe on a Raw, like bring him back. Like they're already selling them on WWE Shop. So that just tells you right there it was a good idea.
Could you imagine?
Do you know what they're charging?
Could you imagine if Royal Rumble comes around? It's just Demonito is one of the contestants.
And the puppet arms doing the when he does the entrance. Oh my god, dude. Bring puppet wrestling. Delco Danny, how about I'm gonna task you with a job because so many people task me with jobs. I'm tasking you with a job. Start a puppet wrestling league, Danny. Dude, Kyle, with all this talk about puppet wrestling, I feel like I need to put him in the Nonsense Wrestling Federation.
Oh, 100%. We also, if we had that, could you imagine like the Muppets being on commentary though?
Oh my god.
Dude, we need like Guy Smiley as like the ringside reporter. Kermit the Frog it's Kermit the Frog and Michael Cole is like that
would be an electric booth.
It'd be so good.
Oh,
hi ho, Michael Cole. Kermit the Frog here for WWE News.
Whoa, vintage Orton. Hey, what do you mean vintage Orton? Oh, who's that RKO guy?
Dude, and then the whole time you have Statler and Waldorf up in the box.
That's who I thought you were going to say was commentary at first. I would love to hear their commentary.
Look at these puppets. They freaking stink. Oh!
Oh, the puppets.
Let's cut to Statler and Waldorf for our match analysis. That match stunk. It was such a snooze fest.
That guy flop or he belly flop. Oh.
Logan Paul, put him back on YouTube.
Just terrible. Oh my god, so
It'd be
fucking
so
good.
funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
We need the Muppets.
They were on Raw Muppets before. They were guest hosts on Monday Night Raw before. The famous photo of Beaker and Sheamus.
That's so funny.
You gotta look that up.
Miss Piggy was on it too.
Miss Piggy.
So I just looked up the
champ. She would run that women's division in the Puppet Wrestling Federation. She absolutely would.
Dude, Miss Piggy against Becky Lynch.
Oh, I'm taking the ham hock.
Taking it to her.
Dude, she's hitting her with the ham sandwich. Hit her with a super kick. She calls it the frog in your throat. Oh my god. What's the next call? I can't keep talking Muppets. I'm going to just comatose here.
One of these weeks we just got to do a whole Muppets WWE like building a Muppet show. It's like the Muppet Show meets like SmackDown or Raw.
Could you imagine the Muppets do it? Like, all right, yeah, they did like the guest, but could you imagine the Muppets movie, but it's wrestling, like them putting on a wrestling show?
Do you imagine Animal in the Ring? Every wrestler's song, every wrestler's song is performed by the Electric Mayhem,
as it should be,
with Dr. Teeth.
That band's electric.
That's why they're the Electric Mayhem.
Damn it. All right.
Who do you want me to queue up next, Pitsy?
I think I saw Sandro. Was that?
Sandro is back. Long time caller, recurring guest caller.
Love
Sandro it. On the line.
Is there a scenario that we see Roman, Brock, and CM Punk team up at Survivor Series to take out the Vision?
So, is there a scenario where we get Roman, Punk, and Brock, he said? I don't think Brock, right? He said Brock. I heard that.
You want me to run it back for
Yeah,
you?
run it back, because I want to hear that third name again.
Is there a scenario that we see Roman, Brock, and CM Punk team up at Survivor Series to take out the Vision?
I'm gonna go 2/3 yes to that. It could potentially happen. Brock is too caught up with Cena. I don't think Brock was brought back to be intertwined with CM Punk and Roman. You know, Brock does his own thing. He doesn't need Paul Heyman anymore. He doesn't need to be in that vortex. Brock being back seems like it's a Cena thing and reserved for that type of story. When it comes to Survivor Series and Punk and Roman teaming up, yeah, absolutely could see that again because of how everything's going. The two of them hate Seth Rollins and the Vision with every fiber of their being at this point. You have Bronson Reed taking his Jordans and mocking the Ula Fala with the Shula Fala. You have Seth taking his wise man. Not only did he take his wise man, he took CM Punk's best friend and along with the other bullshit that they have in their past. Like, it's a great story there for War Games, and it seems like it would be the most star-studded men's if they want to go that route instead of a Bloodline MFTs War Games. If you want to put your biggest stars, yeah, that's how you do it. And then you have the Vision. They add someone, not him specifically, but like a Drew McIntyre who has no allegiance towards the group or to anyone in the match, but just loves kicking ass. You know, that would be how I would do that. And then, yeah, you have Punk, Roman, Jay, Sammy. You know, I'm trying to think of a fifth for them. Oh, LA Knight. Yeah. So, I mean, like, yeah, that seems like we just predicted War Games there. I'm okay with it. Like, I'm fine with that being the War Games match. I'm not disappointed with my prediction because that is the hottest story right now in WWE. It is what's going on between the Vision, Punk, and Roman. And you have guys like LA Knight, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn all branching off that. Those are the big stars that are keeping you invested. Yeah, I could absolutely see that being the War Games match. I just don't think we're going to see Brock. I don't know where Brock fits into anything at this point. Kind of segueing now into a different conversation. That I don't see Brock really fitting into this era of WWE except for Cena-esque matches. We've done the Roman Brock saga. You know, Goldberg's retired. Gunther did that. He chopped him to retirement. Great. I don't see Brock really doing much of anything to do with big stories. You know, he's going to be in fights. That's what Brock Lesnar does. He fights. He's not into the story and the long-term story element of it where, you know, you take a mic and all that nonsense. That's not Brock Lesnar's forte. He would be better set feuding with a guy like Gunther, where it's just all about physicality. There's no history. There's no history. You don't need there to be history for Brock Gunther. You just want to see it happen. Like, I don't like, they could go out there and cut the best promo of their lives, or they could go out there and put out the worst promo of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still watching the match. You know, that's the difference between that and putting Brock into this. I feel like if you put Brock into that scenario, I'm not watching. Or I'm less inclined to watch. Of course I'm watching. I'm less inclined to watch. Because that doesn't make sense to me. We're going to do the Paul Heyman thing with Brock? Really? Really? For the third time, we're going to have Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar feud? Third separate time, Kyle, for yours. It's Brock was turned on by Heyman with Big Show, CM Punk. Oh, CM Punk? Really? I'm trying to think. No, I have it flipped. It would be the third time. Heyman turned on Punk to side with Brock. That was it. So even though that's a thing, Brock doesn't need Heyman. He doesn't. So,
I just thought of this as we listened to Sandra's voicemail, which shout out to Sandra. He's a loyal caller. And your like analysis there. From like a video game perspective, I'm thinking of this.
Okay.
Doesn't Brock Lesnar's return feel like, you know, when you're playing a video game, kind of like Mario Brothers, or like sometimes like Pokemon, when like you're like feel like you're about to go and then like your rival shows up, or like a random trainer like stumps you. Doesn't it feel like Brock Lesnar was one of those in this whole WWE like play out here, and like it's just like The Rock, the final boss, is like Bowser, and he sent out one of his Koopalings to just go deal with what's going on.
Yeah, so he's like a secondary final boss type of thing.
Like, or just like he's like an underling of the final boss.
Yeah, he's an under. You
like
could go
Bowser
there.
How Bowser would send out all like the kid Bowser like Koopaling.
Oh yeah, Bowser Jr.
And like all the kids and stuff. Like that's what Brock Lesnar showing up feels like. Like it's a big event. Let's go send this guy to handle my dirty work while I'm just kicking back and not showing up at anything. Same thing with Travis Scott.
Exactly, and his thing, that's accurate. You know, I could definitely see that logic. It doesn't fit for this War Game scenario. It fits for the John Cena pairing and the Cody Rhodes story. You know, like that's where I see Brock Lesnar fitting into that multiverse, we'll say. Right.
It's
like that's where he's fitting.
Travis Scott was like the Ebony Maw, and Brock Lesnar is like Cull Obsidian to Thanos.
Yeah. And he's definitely not Roman. Not Reigns, the mutant looking fuck. I hate
Ronan. Yeah.
Oh, it's Ronan.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's too many shapes with hooves. I don't know. So yeah,
shapes with hooves.
It's been a long fucking day.
Hey. This is our cult.
This is our team. We bleed blue.
Did you see he performed at halftime of the Colts
fucking good
game?
Yes.
What a weapon.
That was awesome. That did make my heart happy. Thank God. Yeah, that's where it worked. But that's where Brock Lesnar is. And that's where he should stay. Not only for fans, but for the business side as well. All right, let Roman, Punk, and Seth be their own little triangle of hate. I don't want. I don't want to see Brock Lesnar in that at all. I would like to see Brock Lesnar in War Games, though. I'm not going to just totally throw that suggestion. Could you imagine Brock Lesnar in a War Games cage? All right, so War Games. You watched the War Games. Pat McAfee was in one.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch them?
Which one? Who did he?
Okay, so War Games. War Games is the 2 rings, steel cage, and it's 5-on-5.
Oh yeah. I did watch that.
Okay,
because that was his Adam Cole fight, right?
Cole, baby. Yes, it was. Love it.
Yeah, because I have the shirt that McAfee put out with him, AJ Hawk, Darius Butler, and Nick Moraldo from that.
Oh, that's a crazy team. Yeah, that's a War Games match. War Games was actually a creation of Cody's father, Dusty. Dusty Rhodes created the War Games match in WCW. So, like, I would love to see him in a War Games match. God, could you imagine the carnage? It'd be awesome. But maybe when we get closer to this Survivor Series, we should come up with our own War Games teams. Like,
we do like War Games fantasy draft.
Yeah, but you know me, nonsense version. I love it.
Do you want to feel old, Pitts? The McAfee War Games was 5 years ago this December.
Wow,
that was a 2020 thing.
Jeez, I was still talking about fantasy football here in the underground. That's crazy.
That's wild.
What we got? Who we got? What we got next?
We've got Wally from Weymouth, and we've got
just
past
in Weymouth
Pitts.
Today. Oh, wait, how many left? 2?
Yeah, and then we have our quiz.
No, I want to do past Pitts because it's on my mind, and I know. So hit it. I know.
Here it is, first time caller, past Pitts.
Hey, future Pitts, it's past Pitts here to remind you that you need to rant at some point while you're in the house about the finish to NXT last night. Hell of a finish, but you gotta love cable television, and I'm not gonna ruin it now because I only have 1:20. I'm gonna let you take the wheel here, and take the wheel.
Thank you, taking the wheel. Yeah, thank you, past Pitts, for that. Kyle, I was watching NXT last night. It was the main event, Trick Williams versus Javon Evans. Winner faces Oba at Heatwave this Sunday, the 24th. So the match was fantastic. Javon Evans was on top of the, I'll send it to you when I find it, but I'm going to give it an image, a visual here for our audio listeners. Javon Evans is on the top rope, about to do a springboard move. Trick Williams grabs him by the shoulders as he's on top of the top rope, mind you, and launches him to the announce desk. Keep in mind, the announce desk is probably 10 feet away, and he flew over that announce table and crashed. I thought we witnessed a dead body. Like, that man crashed so hard onto the ground, and it didn't help that they immediately went to commercial. So that obviously made me, like, worried. And I go back to playing my NHL with the big guy, Ben, and I'm just on the headset. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. There's no, that man isn't coming up. Like, so I'm waiting for them. I'm like looking over, like waiting for the X to be thrown. Do you know what the X is, Kyle?
I do not.
Okay, so the X is, and for audio listeners, you can just cross my arms. For the visual listeners, this, when a referee does that during any sort of match, that means it's over. Like, the performance is over, moving on. Like, we got to get medical attention here, our mismo. So I'm waiting for that to happen. So I go over play my game. I look over. Javon Evans is back up, just fighting for his life. And I'm like, fuck the game. I went full on television. So the match is at the finish, like they're doing the moves, yada yada. So Trick is lining up, has him on a platter to take him out. Hits one trick shot, which is a running knee. Goes for another, stops, because he was going to point up to the balcony and give a little one of these to Obafemi, who was watching the match up there. Who does he look over and see? Oh my God, it's Mike Santana, the challenger, the number one contender for Trick's TNA championship. Trick freezes. Javon Evans hits him with a, whatever his move is called, it's a cutter. Top rope cutter. 1, 2, 3, over. And this is where I get pissed. As soon as they hit 3, ding, ding, ding. Live at 7, we have breaking news updates about body remains found. I went, are you I'm not going to yell because my parents, but I wanted to scream from the rooftops. I missed the entire end of NXT. In this state of wrestling, that is a big deal. Okay. A show just ending like that, yeah, it's fine back in the day, whatever. There's nothing that's going to be that important. Well, we've seen when that copyright bug goes up, that doesn't mean anything. We've seen it, big shit happen, heel turns, attacks, whatever. We've seen moments happen that, you would like to watch live. When you have a breaking news update, and especially on an NXT main event that I was hooked in, I was sucked in. It just felt like a reality slap back to reality, and I was not ready to come back yet. That is my lemon of the week for when I record No Nights Off on Friday with Sarah for the Super Show. My lemon of the week, because that really pissed me off.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Like, imagine, okay, Kyle, like, imagine you're watching the Phils. Or no, I'm not gonna go Phils. I'm gonna go football, because that probably would be a better comparison here. So, tie game in the fourth quarter, comes the last play. Jalen Hurts in the pocket. He's on the 5. Pass in the corner. Oh, it's AJ Brown. Oh, it looks like he has it. Clock goes to 0. Touchdown? Did he have his feet in? Hi, coming up at 10 o'clock. What is going on with your electricity bill? We'll find out all that and more. Like, how fucking heated would you be?
You know what would be even worse is if that happened, but it was a tush push. Because the scrum, and you don't know if the ball crossed the line.
Yes. Yeah, like literally anything, like any sort of the play like that. The clock strikes 0, game's over. We don't know. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, I'd be livid.
Oh my God. Because, yeah, he won, obviously, but what is Trick going to do after? Did Mike Santana come down? Did Trick attack Javon after? Did Oba come to the ring? You know what I mean? Like, these little interactions that occur matter now in this era of wrestling. When you have Triple H and Shawn Michaels in charge, well, they're the kings at throwing in little details to hook the fan. So I just really pissed me off. Tony Khan over on AEW, I mean, he has all the money in the world, unlimited money from Papa Khan. So he can just buy time to go over. Sorry, the WWE just doesn't have that luxury, apparently.
Even though they should. Like, you have these TV deals for a reason. Like,
that's why Netflix was such a big capture by them. Because, yes, you have the freedom to not go over if you don't want to. You still want to you don't want to just have a 4-hour show, because that's not going to hook the fans. Like, but if you have a storyline that you need a little bit more time, I mean, wrestling, it's all about timing. It's all about timing. You got to hit your time. You should be conscious. You don't, on Netflix, like, you don't have to worry about that. So you can be like, okay, whatever. But on CW, SmackDown's still on USA. Like, you have to worry about these cable networks, even though there's a bullshit movie that is 20 years old coming up next. Well, that's their time spot. So, it's something in wrestling that is going to hopefully be a thing of the past because of how we're moving towards streaming services, that moment right there really pissed me off and made me really appreciate being a fan now compared to like the 90s, where I couldn't just throw on my laptop and my TV to watch AEW and WWE, or I mean, in a more realistic scenario, I want to watch AEW Collision and TNA. I couldn't do that in the 90s with the Monday Night Wars. I had to be on one side. Or if I wanted to be a flicker, well, I had to be okay with missing some sort of thing that happened at the beginning of the match. Well, why is Jeff Hardy, holding his arm or something? Well, you were watching WCW and the Nitro Girls. All right. Or you were watching the Cruiserweights. So you missed Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy getting into it with Christian and Edge. Like, you just don't have that anymore. So,
what's kind of surprising to me, like you said about like the age of streaming and stuff, it is kind of surprising that like I know recently like WWE got rid of like their press conference stuff. I'm surprised they don't also like do like a after the show ends type thing, keep things rolling on like the WWE YouTube channel or something.
Yeah, that is
like, especially when they're not on Netflix, like when they're on like cable TV, like to do a rollover. Like if it does cut off, for local news, whatever, it's like, hey, tune in on the YouTube channel or whatever streaming partner they would want to use. Like,
yeah,
hey, it's continuing over here, and you'll see everything post match or something like that.
Step further from that, like you have a YouTube channel, you could do whatever. It doesn't have to be just the show. Maybe okay, you want to do shows over, but you want to follow this superstar backstage after it happened because of bullshit finish and he's livid, and you want to continue it, but you don't have enough time. Well, you continue on the YouTube. You can still have that cliffhanger for next week, but you can still have that moment to really get fans not only to watching your product on one channel, but then to going to your social platform and interacting with you. And that's another type of convergence and integration. I'm just throwing big words though at this point. That was
Fitzy's got the words of the day.
I'm trying to use more better vocabulary. I called my I said something about I called my girl. I said this one. She didn't like this one. I said I find you enchanting to her, and she was like, "You're just being so sarcastic." And I'm like, "I'm trying new words. I don't want to say, oh, you're so interesting,' because even that just sounds like sarcastic."
Right.
Try new words here.
Before we get to our last voicemail, I wanted to bring something up because we talked about the script parlay. We have a wrestling baby on the way.
Yeah. Talk about flipping the script. Big Jim did not proceed with caution at all, dude. Naomi did announce that she is pregnant on Monday Night Raw. And obviously,
ironic that she announced that on Raw.
Damn right.
What do you mean you're announcing that on Raw? What do you mean by that?
No, that's not a SmackDown. That's not a SmackDown thing. You already laid the SmackDown in the SmackDown hotel on Friday night. Yeah. No, it was so Naomi announced the pregnancy, and they had Adam Pearce in the ring, and obviously we know you can't wrestle if you're pregnant. It's kind of a safety thing. So Adam Pearce goes over to grab the belt. Naomi goes, "Won't you dare!" She like freaks out. What I love happens next. Adam Pearce just walks away. He's like, "You know what? I'm gonna let the ring be yours. You take tonight to just do whatever you want. Take care." That's real. That is how you handled that real life with a pregnant woman, like hormones responding, all that. Like that was like that felt like I was not watching a show. I really like that. Enjoyed that. And then Naomi cuts like a hell of a promo about the run she's been on, that when she comes back, she's going to come back and take her title, and I love that. What I also love, though, was the fact that they didn't try to force an announcement. They didn't try to say, oh, well, we'll have breaking updates about the status of the world heavyweight title or the women's world title. They didn't do any of that. They just let the moment simmer and said, we'll have updates next week for you. Because that was Naomi's moment. And the run that Naomi's been on in the past year has been sensational, phenomenal heel run. Like, childbirth is such a beautiful thing. And I hate to say that it sucks that it's hampering a career, but that's life. So congratulations to Trinity and Big Jim Uso on their announcement. And yeah, good shit. Another member of the bloodline incoming. Another generation, Kyle. Those Samoans are just going to be running WWE in like 2046.
And there will probably still be more, because that family tree is the largest family tree, I think, of any sport, entertainment, acting. Like, it just, the branches are just insane.
And they're big stars too. It goes from big stars.
That's the fascinating part too.
Yeah. They're all big stars. Like, you have The Rock, obviously Roman Reigns, the more current ones, but the other one is, the Wild Samoans. And they revolutionized the tag division in that style of wrestling. You have Zilla Fatu, who he's not in WWE, but he's crushing it on the indie scene and the next rising star. Before he came to WWE, you had Jacob Fatu, who was doing shit that is a guy of his size and stature you wouldn't think he'd be able to do. And they still have more in the pipeline that you see in these lesser name indie promotions, that you see clips. I feel like every other week there was at one point, maybe like a year ago, it felt like there was 3 weeks where I was seeing Rikishi's son is in the indie, like in this promotion, and it was just like week after week. I felt like it was different. It felt like it was the same clip every time, but it was different people. I was like, this is insane.
Because like the fact that like you said, they're all stars. Like, when you look at like the traditional sports model and like, football, basketball, hockey, baseball, even lacrosse, like, it's rare you get siblings that are both wildly talented at what they do. The fact that you have generations in wrestling with like the Samoan bloodline, like, it's like that back in the day, and like even now should be like a 30 for 30.
Oh, it absolutely.
Like, imagine a 30 for 30 on the bloodline.
That would have to be like an entire season of 30 for 30. Seriously.
Or like a Last Dance style documentary.
It seriously should. Because just people don't realize.
What if I told you one family
revolutionized the sport of professional wrestling? Yes. Like, seriously, they did. From The Rock's grandfather to some Wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, to now Roman Reigns, who literally put the company on his back during the pandemic with that title reign. Like, built a star out of him. It's crazy what happens when you put the right people in charge. Triple H for it to build a star. So love it. I don't need that.
Do we want to do the last voicemail, or do we want to quiz time?
Let's do the voicemail and then hit the quiz. It's like a Friday
voicemail quiz. Is first time caller Wally from Weymouth. You are now on the House Show.
Hey Pat, it's Wally Jenner from Weymouth. I was thinking today about how when I used to watch wrestling back in the day, the Big Show was the world's biggest man, and Mark Henry was the world's strongest man. And I was wondering when we're going to get another something or other coming out the pipe. And if we're not, if you could predict the next 4 world champions. And if you can't do that, then your name's not Patrick Joseph Ignatius, please. All right. Good luck with this show. I'm a big fan. First time caller, long time listener.
That's the call of the week.
Dude, hit me with the Iggy.
Dude, how do you know Wally from Weymouth that he does the full government?
We go way back. Wally and I used to hang out by a wall in Boston, a really big wall, over on Causeway. Yeah.
What an electric call. What brand of cigarette does Wally from Weymouth huff down on the daily?
Dude, either American Spirits.
I just said the same thing. Unfiltered.
I love people from New England so much. Like, you can't. I love my people. Oh, it's amazing. Well, all right.
American Spirits. That's incredible.
He did. He asked, who do I see being the next big guy? Kyle, it's 4 letters, 1 word. Omos. Do you know who Omos is? Have you ever heard of Omos?
Sounds like a happening at an Irish church. Heading to Omos.
Oh, I was gonna say it sounds like you're heading to grandma's for dinner. Oma actually no.
It's Greek for grandma.
Sidebar. It's Greek. Oh, I thought it was German.
I'm pretty sure it's Greek. I'll do some R&D here.
They call my niece and nephew call their mother's mother Oma.
Oh yeah, it is in German too.
Don't doubt the champ, baby. But Omos, seriously, he is the next big star in wrestling. Kyle, I sent you a picture over the weekend of a large man standing in front of a very, very small man. Some might say this man is micro. Did I not send it? Well, over the weekend, Triple Mania, they have this battle Royal Rumble of sorts. And Omos, the 7-foot giant that WWE has that they've been stacking on or hiding on the shelf, he was in that match and he faced off at a little face-off of with Microman. Microman is a 3'3" luchador who wrestles all over the world.
Oh, I did see this. Now that you brought up the height discrepancy, I saw this. Yes,
dude. Omos is an electric factory. That man is a giant monster that crushed it in Japan for a while, for a little bit, but they really don't have a lot for him in WWE right now, which kind of sucks because they could find a spot or a way to put him, but I feel like they want to use him more as an attraction and not overuse him. Like the last time he fought was either against Brock Lesnar or Seth Rollins. So you get the idea. And he's so much better than a big man because if he actually can move in the ring, he's not quick as a cat, but for a big dude, he can do stuff that the big man shouldn't. So I like that. I that's my pick for the next big guy in wrestling. I don't really have anyone else though, because like there's no really like Omos is it. I want to see Microman and Omos tag. Remember in Kicking and Screaming where what's they put the guy the little what's the name Benito?
Yes.
They put him on his shoulders. They make a Mega Man.
That's amazing.
Dude, the Mega Men. See, just fucking book me already.
That would be incredible.
That would be awesome. But
it reminded me of it reminded me of Dr. Evil and Mini Me.
It's a hard knock life for us. That's
Isn't it wild that Beyonce was in an Austin Powers movie?
Yeah, that feels like a trivia question. That legitimately feels like a bar trivia question.
I also love that my good friend Tim Kelly, who's on the Phillies beat, speaking of Beyonce, he always refers, because you know how everyone always says like you're a triple away from the cycle.
Yeah.
He said people saying you're a triple away from the cycle is like saying you're at a Destiny's Child concert without Beyonce. The triple is Beyonce, because it's the hardest to get.
It's the hardest thing to get.
So whenever somebody said like they're like, oh, you need the triple for the cycle, I always tweet at him. I'm like, oh, so and so is a Beyonce away from the cycle.
Because you really are. That's the hardest thing. You're not going for Kerry Rowland. Anyone can get a Kerry Rowland.
I mean, I believe it's Kelly Rowland, but
I gotta start getting names right. That's tough. That is just
that's tough.
Maybe a quick Google would have been a good idea. You know, the phones are right here.
Yo, shout out to Wally from Weymouth, though. I think that is the inaugural WWE Shop call of the week.
I like it.
Pitch, you want to remind people about WWE Shop?
Yeah, dude, we have a link that you can use for. Do we know it's the percentage off? Let me.
It's just the link in the description. When you use the link, it helps the show, helps Pitsy out, and hopefully down the line, like once we build the relationship more, we can get some promotional stuff going on right now. But on their website right now, Pitsy, it's I believe currently they got free shipping going on all orders over $24 with code WWE24.
So all you need to do is use that link and use WWE24 to get a lot of money off of your order. So
I'm going to be doing it. I just found they still have the WrestleMania 40 patch on
no way.
WWE Shop, and I have a denim jacket that I am Philadelphia-fying with different Philly patches and everything from teams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I got to get the WrestleMania patch.
I think not even from a wrestling fan telling you this, but from your friend telling you this, that week was historic in so many ways that you need to cherish it. And that week is historic for Philadelphia as well, not just us. I mean, the greatest WrestleMania to ever occur happened in Philadelphia.
It was WrestleMania Endgame.
It legitimately, I felt like it was in an Endgame sort of thing. Kyle, when you have we'll say sane, well, I wasn't sober, but sane thought of hearing someone's music or the Shield's music and saying, holy shit, Jon Moxley's here. Like, that's when you know that you're on another planet and you're living it. It was awesome.
On top of that, Pitts too, WWE Shop, you're going to love this. They've got the Funko Pops.
Oh yeah.
The Funko Pops are on the website. They got some good ones too. Maybe we do a like follower once we get to a next amount of followers on social. We'll do a giveaway of a WWE Funko Pop.
Dude, I would love that. I would love to give away a Funko. Not a Kevin Owens one though, because I'll keep that.
They do have one of your favorite 2-packs on clearance right now. And
John Cena and The Rock?
I almost feel obligated to want to buy this for you.
Is it John Cena and The Rock?
It's not.
It is Styles and Cena.
2 of your favorite people. And I'm saying half of this facetiously.
Oh, half of this facetiously?
It's Triple H.
Oh, and who is the other?
I want you to take one guess of who it could be.
All right, I like Triple H, so this is the one that's facetious.
Right.
For clearance, The Miz. I don't know.
It's Ronda Rousey. What a random pairing of Funko
I feel like
Pop
I was
2-packs.
closer with my answer.
Triple H and Ronda Rousey.
Now I don't even feel stupid for saying my answer.
It makes no sense.
That should be $5 in a Marshall's toy aisle. Are you kidding me?
Funny. It's so funny.
Ridiculous.
They do have a it's like a bronzed or like gold Fanatics exclusive Roman Reigns Funko Pop.
Probably
has a shirt on that says "Greatness on a Different Level" mode.
He was on a different mode.
But yeah,
that's
shout
cool.
out WWE Shop for getting on board with the show.
Shout out.
But yeah, use that link. Support Pitsy, support the show, keep it growing, and who knows, maybe we'll get some more big ads on the show. But shout out to WWE Shop for getting on board. I can't tell you how stoked I was when I got the approval email.
I know. I was happy to hear that. That's huge. Huge for the brand.
Massive for the brand. And speaking of massive for the brand, Pitts, I've conjured the quiz. This is supposed to be you and Jimmy going toe to toe. Obviously, Jimmy had to study for his pop quiz.
No, he had a pop quiz himself
over at Stash Club. But we're not gonna let this quiz go to waste. So
no.
Pitts, I have 5 questions here for you.
Sweet.
We're gonna go through them. We'll see. Now, some of these I kind of took the questions. I don't fully know the answer, but I will find the answer on the fly.
I believe, yeah.
Some of them I think you'll probably crush it and know. Some of them I think I may stump you a little bit, but here we go. We will start maybe with a nice little softball.
All right.
Who was the first wrestler inducted into the World Wrestling Entertainment Hall of Fame?
Bruno Sammartino.
You are correct.
Yeah.
New
next.
That was the softball. That was the ease you into the quiz.
Okay. All right.
Chris Jericho is the front man of which rock band?
Fozzy.
Correct. Well done. Not that I thought that was gonna stump you, but that was like, let's take it up a notch.
I'm gonna admit something here because my guilty pleasure is Fozzy. I fucking love Fozzy.
Waka waka.
That's
what we call a comeback.
That's what we call a little comeback there. There we go. All right, 2 for 2. Okay.
2 for 2. Next up, Steve Austin debuted as the ringmaster in 1996. Who was his manager?
Ted DiBiase.
Correct. All right. Doing well. 3 for 3. Now, those 3 I borrowed from some various quiz question outlets. These 2 are from my brain.
All right.
I'll start with this one. Pitts, I want you to name the first wrestler to appear in a Marvel movie.
See, here's the thing. Batista is way too easy. Way too easy. Marvel. All right, I need some sort of guidance. Like, steer me in a direction.
You are correct that Batista is too easy.
That's why, dude. Like, come on, I could have. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking old school, like, what was the first one? Iron Man. Wait, no. You said Marvel.
Just Marvel movie.
Just Marvel movie. Triple H.
Incorrect.
Oh, are we counting Blade?
Triple H was number 2. He was the second to appear. He did appear in Blade. You are correct there.
Okay. So some before Blade?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Now I don't know my Marvel that well. So that's the issue. Because when was Blade? 90s?
Blade was 2004.
Oh, God. Well, 1996 to 2005 is just like all the same year. All right, so it's 2004. Oh, Macho Man.
That's right. It's Randy Savage and Spider-Man as Bonesaw McGraw.
Yeah, Bonesaw McGraw. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay. I see, like, that's like, my mind was so stuck on Batista when you asked that, and I'm like, no. And you only said Marvel.
Good pull by you there. But also some other notable actors in the MCU and in Marvel movies that are wrestlers. Tyler Mane played Sabretooth in the X-Men movies.
Okay.
Most notably seen on screen in Deadpool and Wolverine. Also, Pitts, I don't know if you knew this, WWE's Kevin Nash was in the 2004 Punisher movie.
Was he really? I did not know that.
He played the Russian, the villain to the Punisher.
Yeah, he's a villain.
Also, that's a good pull by you, pulling Triple H in Blade.
I've watched a lot of What Culture. Watch a lot of Cultaholic. What Culture. Top 10 wrestlers.
We almost had Seth Rollins in Captain America: Brave New World.
Almost did.
Cut.
Yeah, he got cut in the floor. It was tough.
We also had the man behind T'Challa's mask in Black Panther was a WWE wrestler for some scenes, and that was Shad Gaspard.
Oh, Shad, yeah. He's part of Crime Time.
He appeared in 2018's Black Panther. He starred as the body double for Chadwick Boseman.
It's a hell of a body double. It was jacked.
And almost cast in the MCU or in Marvel. The Rock, which I think a lot of people know. Also almost cast Damian Priest, was almost in Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Yeah. Do you want to know a little story there? WWE is the reason why he is not in that movie.
He was supposed to be Namor.
Yeah. He was supposed to be in that movie, and WWE pretty much said no. You can hear the story from him a little bit better, but yeah, that's a Spark Notes version.
And then almost cast in Deadpool 2 as Cable was John Cena.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, that would have been awesome. That would have been cool. I would have really liked that.
Now we see him as Peacemaker, which comes out this week.
I think
Peacemaker Season 2, I believe, is this Thursday.
Oh, let's go.
So by the time you guys are listening to this,
Peacemaker's out.
Peacemaker Season 2. Yes, Peacemaker Season 2, Thursday, August 21st on HBO Max. Very excited for Peacemaker. Shout out John Cena. Last question here, Pitts, that I think may stump you a little bit. Shout out to Part of My Take for conjuring this question up, because listening to one of their most recent episodes this week, it brought this to the forefront when you were asking me to come up with the quiz here. So we all know Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson went to the University of Miami, was playing football and everything.
Yes.
For football purposes, who blocked Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson from getting on the field? Which player was kind of the man in front of The Rock, preventing him from getting true playing time at the University of Miami.
Was it Warren Sapp?
Great job, Patty Pitts. Great fucking pull. I'm impressed.
Well
done. Well done. That was the one that I thought was going to stump you a little bit, but great job.
That's the thing. I know my rock.
Ed Orgeron was on Part of My Take this week, Coach O, and he was at Miami when The Rock was there and everything.
He was, yeah.
And he said that he told Dwayne a couple of times during practice, he said, "Hey, you might want to try that wrestling thing like your daddy."
Yeah, you're not getting on the field with Warren Sapp. It's a Hall of Famer, dude.
In his Cajun Ed Orgeron Coach O accent, too. And he said, it's a damn good thing he did.
Damn good thing you did.
But yeah, Warren Sapp was the reason that The Rock never really got on the field. Because you had a future Hall of Famer playing in front of you at the University of Miami.
And he went to the Canadian Football League to try to play, too. I forget what team, but yeah. And then it was like, no, I can't do this.
And now, Pitts, do you know what Warren Sapp is doing?
Buying pleasure. I don't know.
He is the pass rush coordinator at the University of Colorado on Deion Sanders.
He's on Deion Sanders' coaching staff.
Yep.
That's just.
He was the senior quality control analyst last year, and he got promoted to pass rush coordinator this year.
Damn. Wow. That's hard. That's insane. That is wild.
Great job, Pitsy.
Thank you.
I'll say 4.5 out of 5.
Oh, because I wasn't with the Marvel?
Yeah, but you ended up getting it. But I'm giving you the half because, one, you ended up getting it, but also great pull by you with Triple H being in Blade.
I was that. Because I knew when you said Marvel and nothing MCU, that was a little bit of a trigger. That could be a little older. That's what we do.
That was fun.
Good time.
That was fun. I feel like we'll also, down the line, we'll do some of those like blindly rank wrestlers and wrestling.
Oh, I'd love to do those
things for social media and stuff. So if you guys want to contribute to like topics and stuff like that, leave Pitsy a voicemail. Speakpipe.com/official house show. You can leave that like, hey, this is for YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels content as your name, and we'll use the topic. We'll credit you for the topic in the caption and everything. But also, if you want to be on the show, like our boy from Weymouth this week, Wally from Weymouth.
Dude, Wally from Weymouth is the man.
Sandro, who's a loyal caller. Delco Danny, also a loyal caller. Call in to the house phone, speakpipe.com/official house show. Get involved with the show, because that's how this show works. You guys pour the gas on the fire. That is Patty Pitts. So leave Pitts a voicemail, speakpipe.com/official house show, and you'll be featured on the episode that you leave the voicemail.
Kyle said it best. Just do it. All right. I got 1,000 people calling me a day, and none of them about wrestling. So I want you guys to spearhead the change. Spearhead that change, please. I'd like to get those voicemails, and then I can talk about wrestling. Like that's a dream. So make it happen. All right. Leave me a voicemail. Go follow. All right. Before you follow, hit subscribe if you're watching over on the YouTube channel. Hit subscribe and bell notification to know every time that we post a new video or even go live. Who knows? We're a new channel. And then follow Underground Sports Philadelphia on all social media platforms at Underground PHI. Follow the house show on it's the official house show on Instagram, Real House Show on Twitter, and follow me. Of course, follow me. You got to follow the man who Renaissance Man always thinks he can. Follow me at Patty Pitts on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok as well. So I'd be posting some TikToks. I posted one the other day, Kyle, because people were hating on my dude Vikingo. I have no idea why. Like, they just boo this man. And before, when he and every other promotion, they don't boo him. He's the man because he had 5-star matches. And I'm trying to figure out why you booing him. Found out creatives pushing him down their throats, and they want another guy. So it's a classic case of company wants one guy to be the champ, fans want the other. Tale as old as time in the wrestling world. So it was nice. It was nice to learn about that. So go follow me and ask me more questions about that so I can answer. That's what I'm here for.
100%. Like Pitsy said, subscribe to the show. We were talking pre-show about just where we see this thing going, and we think it's to the moon. So subscribe because it really helps the show on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribe on YouTube for sure. We really want the YouTube subscribers to continue growing, popping off, and it really helps Pitsy continue to take this thing to the next level. Thank you to WWE Shop for hopping on board with the show. And Pitts, what do we have to look forward to in the wrestling world going into next week? What can we expect?
Kyle, we got a busy weekend. If you're a wrestling fan. On Sunday, we have NXT Heatwave in my backyard of Lowell, Massachusetts. But we also have AEW Forbidden Door live in London, England, over at the O2. So, I mean,
are you going to Heatwave?
I don't know yet. One, because I just got hit with $1,000 car payment, so that was fucking phenomenal. So probably won't in that case. Saving up my money right now for TNA Bound for Glory. I will be in that building when Mike Santana dethrones Trick Williams. I will be in that building. And I will also be in the building for when the Hardys face the Dudleys one last time. I'm just so I need to save up for that. I can watch Heatwave and Forbidden Door double casting. When I go to Heatwave, I got one show. So gotta think logistically here, Kyle. And yeah, that's what we got there. We got obviously indie wrestling. Honestly, I'm gonna give a shout out to Limitless right now. Limitless Wrestling went there to see the Hardys last week. I talked about it last week, but they definitely released the show on YouTube yet. Or they definitely have released the show on YouTube. Go check it out. It was a fantastic show. The Vacation Land Cup. Aaron Rourke, Vacation Land Cup winner. We saw the Hardys main event. The System faced Tommy Dreamer and a bunch of other dudes. And it was fucking awesome. All right. And Limitless puts on a fantastic show. It's a great introduction to the indie scene. All right. So go watch that because they love us. We love them.
Shout out to them for reposting the show too.
That's awesome. Like really great. I'm excited to go up on September 20th. Hopefully Adam will give me his pull up bet again, so I don't have to drive 3 hours back and forth. So yeah, that's all I got though, Kyle. So yeah, because it's getting late.
Good show.
Fucking late. Thank you guys for tuning in. God bless. Remember that you can do it. All I gotta do is try. See you later.